cooking show. Today we will make crepes. You can turn these crepes into lunch crepes, dinner crepes, breakfast crepes, whatever you want crepes. And it shall only take at the maximum, 10 minutes. Yeah, I beat Rachel Ray in her 30 minutes meals. Yeah, I said it. So, first we are going to add 3 eggs into a big bowl. Try to do it nicer than that. So we add our 3 eggs. And then you want to blend them nicely. I'll take this. Don't worry. So, if you want, you can put this into a blender to make it go a little bit faster, but sometimes it's a little harder to clean a blender than just a whisk. So after we add our eggs and beat them well, we are going to add our milk. This is 3/4 cups of milk, then 3/4 cups of water. Oh, and we put in 3 eggs. So after that, just beat it a little bit more. Okay. So then we're going to add sifted flour. Now how you get sifted flour is you just put flour into this little strainer thing, sift it. Or you can use a special tool. So let's add our 3 cups of flour. Actually, that was 1.5 cups flour, not 3 cups flour. So that's what we're supposed to do. I'm going to mix this a little bit more. And then we're going to add all the dry ingredients. So we're going to add our 3/4 cup flour, our 2 tablespoons of sugar to make the mixture go down. Then we're going to add our 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to mix this until smooth, but we're also going to add 1/4 cup of melted butter. So let me put this in the microwave really fast to make it melted. That should only take about 15 seconds. Okay? So we're going to add that in. And so what I'm doing today is I'm going to make dessert crepes. So I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon and sugar. But you can basically do whatever you want. I mean, for nice dinner crepes, you can add ham and cheese. It's just whatever you desire. So here we have our 1/4 cup butter, melted butter. We're just going to add it in there. And then we're going to stir until smooth. So approximately for each crepe, you're going to add 2 to 3 teaspoons. And so, hold on 1 second, I'm going to start the flame. If you want, you can spray it with pan to make it so it doesn't stick, but I prefer to use regular butter because it tastes better. Because I don't like all that artificial stuff, okay? So, now I have stirred this to smooth. You see it's nice, liquidy. And so I'm going to bring it over here to my thing. Oh, I'm going to grab a little, I don't see, oh, here it is. I'm going to grab one of these big spoon things and take it over here. Now I prefer to have this way just because it doesn't get in the way of moving the crepe mix onto here so you don't get a messy thing. Boom. Don't trip over your dog's food. It's not a good idea. Okay, so we're going to add about 2 to 3, a little bit, You don't want your crepes. Crepes are basically like thin pancakes, So you add a little bit like this. It'll look like this on the pan. Did you get that? Looks like that on the pan. And then so we lift it and we move it around, making it thin. Okay? And then you wait a little while for it to cook. Now while that cooks, I'm going to get out our cinnamon, pumpkin pie mix, we got mustard, here we go, cinnamon, and then the sugar's over there. So while this is cooking, you can see it's turning a little brown and getting crispy on the ends, and it's That's why you add butter. We're gonna have to redo this. But well, as you guys all tell, I forgot to put some butter down on my pan for crepes, so I'm using a scraper to get it off. Don't tell my mom. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here, dump those in there, and now I'm gonna get some butter. So it doesn't stick, because if you watch the outtakes, did you get it? Oh. And if you watch the outtakes, you'll see that I messed up. Okay, we got our butter down. Beware of the open flame, guys. Thanks, hand. Okay, so let's try this again. Put a little bit of crepe mix. Depending on how big you want your crepe, you can add more or less. I tend to make them a little bit smaller because they're easier to flip on a smaller pan. So I'm going to swish it around like this. This is going to be a baby crepe. See, when pairs are big crepes, but I'm just making a baby one. So we're going to get ready to almost flip it here to see how, since I put butter down, it's not all stuck on there. Flip it. Kind of turned out bad, but I mean, she's going to eat it anyways. It's not like, you know, it's a crepe fashion show or anything. So I'm going to wait this to cook a little bit longer. As you can tell, I'm not a professional crepe maker. I make other things such as hot dogs, hamburgers. Not an all French person. I'm Magnificent Morgan. I can't do it all. I'm not Amazing Sam. So we have our crepe here on our little plate. Well, I tell you this, I'm going to turn this off, but I'll make more for me. I add a little bit of sugar, cinnamon. Ooh. So I bring it over here. Sammy, time for dinner, or dessert. I made you baby crepe. I would give it a test and see how it tastes. Right now. Taste it. How's it taste? They think you thought. Oh, I almost forgot. It's probably like that because I didn't add some sugar. Now sugar, spice it up. Now how does it taste? Shake again. Oh, excellent. Now you can see I made delicious crepes for under, how long was that? I'm guessing under 10 minutes. Rachel Ray, under 10. So, who wants crepes? I bet you all do. Yeah, me! Thanks for watching. Magnificent Morning Crepe Show. Oh, that really hurt. Part 2. I'm trying to make a decent crepe while after flipping it. So, we all know what to do because we've already seen it once. Ooh, that's going to be a big one. So, this one I'm going to feed to a famous person. He's in Madame Nelson's French 3 class. And he is going to love it. So let me tell you. So while I wait for this to brown up, I think I'm going to wait a little extra while. I had one myself, you know. Here's a little piece left from it. A little cold, but it was delicious. Now in France, they use these big skillet things, and they take a little wooden thing and go, But, you know, we don't have any of that. See, these are all burn marks. It's kind of what happened to my elbow when I hit it. It really hurt. So as we're waiting for this to cook up, that's beautiful. Now that is how a crepe is flipped. take this off the hot skillet for my brother. As soon as it's ready, it only takes a few seconds after flip it. So, hot. Add a little bit of butter, even though it's cooked on butter. Helps the cinnamon stick. Some leftover cinnamon, from my sister's crepe. And then come over, turn it over, fold it up French style. No, Sam, don't. Add a little bit more. And here, Alex, how about you have a bite of that? What can I say? He loved it. Thank you for joining Magnificent Morgan while we made crepes. You can get the official recipe for our crepes tonight on www.lagunahillshighschool, and go to Madam Nelson page. Thank you.